I could be.
You're the man that. Oh, the worst part was I didn't have time to read through everything because we had a guest that stayed way longer than.
Yeah, again.
We still
Are you all set?
money in reserve, don't we? I would think.
Hello, folks. Welcome to the summer sessions of the Parsonsfield Selectboard meeting. Hopefully you all got the message one way or the other that
Should have had this at St. Patty's.
we're doing this at 5 o'clock rather than 4. This because we have a member of the Select Board who is gainfully employed and is out working hard to pay our Social Security bill. So we decided that we'd let him work until 4:30 so we could get here at 5. So everyone's here. I'm back from taking my wife into Portland to see Celtic women or Celtic women, depending on what you want to do. Aside from getting a $40 parking ticket, I did great. So without further ado, we'll start with our town clerk's report, which is on green paper. So we didn't order enough white paper, or is this significant?
No, neither of those.
Okay.
I just
St.
didn't
Patty's
select
Day
the right
leftover.
tray. Okay, so finally, the bond policy for Danielle is in place. So we're all set on that. We haven't received the bill yet, that I know of, at least. But that's coming. We received a rent payment from Soltage for $17,610. I have no idea if that amount is correct or if I need to do any logging of information, but it's been receipted and actually the check's in the bank. So,
I guess I'll talk. So we're gonna talk to Rich and see what that payment was for. I mean, I know what it's
There
for.
was no explanation on the check.
They need to give us
whatsoever.
some acreage and also to reinform us on that they are paying us what we asked per
I'll send
acre.
him an email.
You know, please, yeah. Because I was thinking it was going to be about half again that much with my
Yeah, but
calculations.
if this is for the town, you'd be happy.
No. The towns, they use 20 acres of the towns,
Right.
that looks closer to me to like $30,000. So maybe this is half of it.
Okay. Yeah, there was no explanation, which I was
But
surprised.
it may just be half of it. He said he did say they may bill half or quarterly or full. He wasn't sure. Let's hope that's half.
okay, the next one, York County Budget Committee caucuses. I guess Debbie had notice of this in your bundle last week, but I just got a notice mailed, so I just thought I'd bring it up. There's a meeting on April 13th at 6:30 to, I think I'm not sure. Select the Budget Committee members, probably.
Right, so Ed will, whoever's gonna step in for that position needs to get that information into them. Ed,
I'm here.
okay,
I'm just looking at April 13th. When's that anyways?
April 13th, yeah. This is the 5th, so it's next Wednesday, excuse me.
All right, well, we'll participate if we can. They wouldn't let us before. Remember, there was,
too late.
well, that's what I mean. There was, well, never too late, but
We have time,
we can do it. Well, we tried to sign up and they said, no, you can't do it.
too late.
So we didn't pay any money towards our taxes. So there was,
You,
I'm going to jail next week. Okay.
All right. So through her training today, Danielle learned of a state resource who may be helpful to help us understand the marijuana laws. This person is the coordinator of municipal information or something to that effect.
Sounds impressive.
And his only job is to inform municipalities of what can and can't be done, what the laws are. He is available for either contact by phone or email, or he also travels to towns, so. I don't know, I still think we're kind of shooting in the dark on a lot of things, and it might be
Well,
helpful.
maybe we could get this person out here with Danielle and Jesse,
Yeah,
and they could sit down and
yeah,
clarify some stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe.
all right.
It's in your packet, Ed.
Okay, well, that's good. I haven't got to my packet yet, though, because I just received it.
That's not true.
Okay, I got notice today of an ARPA reporting and compliance webinar. It is also April 13th. It's at noon for about an hour, presented by MMA. I don't know if that's something that would be helpful, but again, it seems like we're kind of shooting in the dark there.
You want me to take that, Ed?
I want us to sign up for it. Maybe we can get here earlier or something, really. I mean, Harvey's generally here.
Right.
I can,
That's
Get
a
here, maybe.
Wednesday.
It's on a
That's
Wednesday.
That's 6:30.
oh, that's another Wednesday?
Yeah.
6:30 PM.
No, that one's at noon. The
Oh, that's the
ARPA,
budget committee
yeah,
caucus, my
yeah, the
bad.
ARPA's at noon.
Okay.
I'll do that one for you, but if they have more answers than they did with the last one,
Yeah, I mean, we're trying to,
they really didn't have much of a resolve for what people
No.
were asking.
No, but I'll sign up for it, so.
Okay.
okay, thank you.
Okay, still haven't heard from Ron Bollier about getting the computer set up for his remote access so he can do the Trio updates. Not sure where that is. I did order 2 new computers and 3 monitors. We've received one of the computers, and we're still waiting on the second system and the monitors. We spoke briefly last week about my contact with Ron Sylvia and their camera setup. And we need to put together some idea of what we might want for cameras. And once we do that, I'll get in touch with Ron and he'll ask his contacts to come out and take a look. They haven't even been out to the Porter site.
All right, I talked to them today,
Did you? Okay.
so I asked them to coordinate with Ron and
Okay.
us in the fact that we'd made 3 phone calls and they hadn't returned any phone calls.
Oh, really?
She
Yeah.
was
Okay.
a little upset about that,
Yep.
so.
Danielle suggested another company that they used in Baldwin. So once we get some idea of what it is we want, she's gonna contact them. And, you know, I don't know where that's gonna go, but, there's another option there.
Good.
Let's see, personnel policy. Danielle is close to a draft that she's happy with. We'll discuss it this week and hopefully get you a draft by next Tuesday. Debbie will get it to you as soon as we can.
Okay, thank you.
We've gotten some donations of clothes for the 2 families that were victims of fire recently. And I actually haven't publicized the fact that we are a drop-off location, but Danielle contacted a person on Facebook who was coordinating some donations, and she posted that we are.
Oh, isn't that
drop-off
nice?
site. Yeah. So I'll get something out on our website and Facebook soon. I meant to take that veterans exemption off, that was on there last week. Just that application information for veterans exemptions are private. Oh boy, I did not edit this real well. Okay, state police coverage, don't worry about. Ed, you probably know we did get payment, or repurchase rather, on one of the properties that we foreclosed on. One that's land only, and the prior owner of the other property has been in touch with Debbie.
They're probably
and,
planning to come in.
yeah, hopefully coming
Tomorrow.
tomorrow. Yeah,
Unfortunately, they'll have to pay this year's taxes also, but,
next year's, yeah.
or next year.
Yep,
But
that's the way it works.
that's a good thing.
Yep, that's absolutely a good thing.
We also received word from our deputy that he feels that the contracts will be renewed for next year.
Excellent.
There was some dispute or discussion. The sheriff was saying no. Now the sheriff
Yeah.
apparently is saying yes.
Yeah.
So,
Huh. Okay, that's good.
Probably heard my speech at when I was in Ed's seat last week.
You make a speech?
Well, a small one.
Debbie has brought up the point of repurchase agreements and how they can be the time frame can be very short. And she's looking for some authority, either for her or for me
For you.
to allow us to accept, based on the Excel sheet that we put together, the amount that comes up with as a repurchase. Now, I'm not comfortable just doing that. I need at least one selectman to say that's okay.
What do you think? What do
If I get approval
you?
for that would be good.
You mean this is just repurchase the
For how
entire, which I
long?
have to do, the entire price due over the 3-year period, whatever.
Right.
For how long though? I mean, what are we extending it to?
Oh, we're not extending anything.
paying.
It's a short-term thing, like,
For example, last Thursday, the 31st, we received a call, the person wanted to pay their taxes.
Yeah.
And so I had to call Ed. I didn't have time to call the two of you, but I felt that I should, but it was a timing thing. If we didn't take the money, get the money that day, then the next
But
day.
don't we?
She'd be paying for another year.
Oh.
right, that's
Yeah.
the issue.
That's
And this
the
year
issue.
was a little unique because
Right.
I
Oh, right,
did
right.
delay the
Yeah, yeah.
liens
Yeah.
because of COVID. We probably won't be that close
Mhm.
in future.
I was gonna say in the
years.
past, it doesn't seem like we've been
No.
that close.
No.
Okay.
Usually foreclosure is early at the latest, early in March.
But they're all caught up, so they, don't owe taxes again until September, correct?
No, they paid, the first person on their own choice decided to pay for this
Next year's.
upcoming year, yes.
So both
And the
people
new
caught up.
person tomorrow,
No, the second one hasn't paid yet. She's hopefully coming in tomorrow.
right, and she has to pay for the upcoming
Next year's.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No choice.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
And she said it probably would not happen again, but it was just,
Mm-hmm.
So anyways, like I said, I'm not real comfortable just saying that I can make that decision. I
what I
thought about
could
it.
do is
Well, why don't we
when I send
just
out
have-
the letter, I could do,
You can get in touch with one of
the
us.
spreadsheet as what it would be on that date, because if they come in after, we know it's gonna be more. So they can approve that we're accepting that amount that's on that spreadsheet, but we know it's gonna be more. So I don't think they have a problem with saying,
At foreclosure time.
right,
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, we can present the spreadsheet at foreclosure time.
And we can,
you can say
we can
that's
approve if that
acceptable.
comes in beforehand,
Yeah,
and we don't happen to be around.
yeah,
right?
I'd feel much more comfortable with that, yeah.
yeah, good.
Okay,
That would work.
let's do that
Okay,
then.
good, thank you,
Good, so that doesn't require any
right.
decisions, really. Okay, so we're up to 92.8% of our commitment for the 2021 taxes. 34 accounts still owe 45,000 and change, or 46,000 and change, excuse me, on the 2020s. And 201 accounts still owe about 228,000, 229,000 on the 21s. Okay, ARPA funds, I said, see the 5th item above, that's about the webinar. Marijuana, I said, see the 4th item above, that's the contact at the state. And then my favorite two, the mill and the Stanley Building. Are we going anywhere with those?
Having a workshop next Tuesday at 4 PM.
We want to discuss some proactive action with regard to the mill,
The lease of the mill.
the lease of the mill.
Good.
This is all, we haven't really talked about this yet,
Mm-hmm.
no workshops or anything, but just as my feelings, I don't know, the other guys can throw
No, I
bottles at me if they want or whatever, but I'm thinking April, June 1st, we need a decision on the purchase of the mill, or we will be renting the mill at a price to be determined per month until they either buy the property or vacate the property. I don't know how much, I think we've given the potential owners enough time to make a decision and to get their ducks in a line. We've gone over everything from right-of-ways to sewerage to everything. So I think it's a fair condition.
I mean, the court gave us the order to plug the septic. Obviously, they have no right to the septic.
Oh, I didn't know that. Is that recent?
Well, that was a year ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Whatever, not a year ago, but that
Yeah.
was when I had to go to court.
Yes, yeah.
After
Well,
that proceeding, they gave us the right to plug the septic.
We had to pump it.
No, plug it.
And they had to pay.
No, but the court
Okay, yes.
gave us a right to plug it. And David Lowry told us we had the right to plug it. In my words, that means they have no right to use it. So what more? I mean, yes, it's not in paper that they're not attached, or whatever you want to call it. They have no. The mill has no
Easement.
easement or
No
whatever.
valid
But
easement.
it's
Right.
literally going. It's there. I mean,
Yeah.
it's been there. It's going to happen. It's just the courts take forever apparently. So
Yeah,
it's time to move on with our life.
yeah. Well, I'd say June 1st is more than generous.
Maybe we'll get something from the court by then, and if we do, that would just reiterate it.
Yep.
Yeah. The only other comment about what you said, Ed, is that make sure you don't get locked into we're renting it to you for this amount until you either buy it or vacate it. Because they could like that rent and stay there for the rest of who knows when.
Well, this is true.
Yeah.
It would be for a defined period of
Okay,
time.
okay.
Well, the idea is to reclaim the property, not to, just lease it.
Right, I mean,
to
the rent,
somebody
it
who's not gonna
implies they
have the
wouldn't-
money to fix it.
Renting it, who wants to rent a building in those conditions for any period of time? I mean,
Well,
there's
people are using it right now.
I know, but that's because they fixed up some of the
Uh-huh, yeah,
It's the
the
components
main
that
buildings
we
are,
use.
need a lot of repair.
yeah. Well, they got the best deal in town, that's for sure.
We got the only deal though. It's the only offer.
Yeah,
That's,
at that time. Yeah, you're right, you're right.
It's either that or it's gonna be a brownfield,
Yeah.
if we can get one.
it's already been
I'm not
thrown
opposed to it.
to-
But anyways,
Your Stanley Building progress is, we received another letter from David Lowry a day or so ago, maybe a week, I don't know. I wasn't here last week, so it could have been a
Yeah.
few days. Roughly just saying they have to do something. It's in court. He disputed a couple things and pointed out a couple things that they did illegally and settle the ownership. They can't occupy the building. It's
So,
a worthless building with no septic, not worthless, but greatly diminished in value. The town had tried for a number of years to try and rectify that situation and help the owner out. He refused, wouldn't let us on the property, so
so we should really just wash our hands of that.
we could. But
What
what's
else are we gonna do?
what else? We really can't do much. It's not being occupied, it's sitting there deteriorating, and there's no septic system, so.
It's private property, I mean, what?
Right.
We shouldn't be doing anything.
no,
Well, we're not. We're trying to get it-
We're trying to get the court to say that there's on paper written they have no legal access to, or legal easement to the mill
Okay.
property.
Okay.
We don't want anything to do with them. We just want it written that they don't have anything to do with us.
Yeah.
So we can move on with our. But if we can't, if they're not going to do that, I still think we should move on because at this
Yeah.
point it's clearly
Right.
been proven that we can move on.
Yeah.
And our attorney said that it was really not a major issue to put a codicil in the agreement that says they have permission to, or the town has permission to put a septic system in the back of the building if it turns out to be, that's what's happening. So that shouldn't be a detriment to the sale of the building.
Okay.
So,
All right,
isn't that exciting? Electronic disposal,
Next meeting, I'll be there. I definitely want to get it done because these three things, if we cross those off the list, our rate would be lower on our re-up with Mellon.
Oh, so that's right, you're
If-
looking at more than just electronics.
Well, this is mostly bulky waste and white goods. I don't know if we'd get the tire thing or not. I'm not
Okay.
sure what they have going down there, but we
Yeah.
could do, if we could get rid of those.
Yeah, but
But I mean, we'd have to pay for it. We're gonna have
Oh,
to
yeah.
pay for it
No,
over there,
it's-
so we'd have to stop it.
plus you're gonna be transferring some of the cost to the residents who
Right.
do it.
Right, correct.
Now, maybe it's, I don't know. You'd like to say you're gonna, some people, they do some work, they wanna get rid of a refrigerator. They don't want it to stick around
No, they don't wanna wait 6
for
or 8
white, yeah,
months.
for white goods for
Right.
6 months.
Right,
So maybe they'd bring it over there and pay
Right.
$20 to get rid of it. I
Right.
don't know.
right.
But it's be interesting to see what Tri-Town will support as far as
Yep,
Parsonsfield's
right,
Yeah,
yep.
waste.
And,
But electronic is the main thing because
Right.
we don't have a venue for that right now.
yeah.
All right.
Okay,
You had a wonderful time today, David.
had a busy day today. Started out slowly, but had a good day. Busy is always good.
Business is always good. All right, we've paid bills, reviewed bills, looked at bills, said we have too many bills, but it's something that has to be done every week. Now, reviewing ads, I believe this is going in
April 20th and 27th.
Okay, thank you. April 20th and 27th. The important street sweeping notice. As you folks know, we get the streets swept every spring. And hopefully it'll keep the town a little less dusty and a little cleaner. We've generally coordinated this with Porter. Are we doing that? or-
Order, yes.
Okay. That's a good
They
thing.
couldn't give an exact date yet, so.
The CEO report. We just had some discussions about the subdivision. What's the name of that subdivision?
Follow me.
Colony subdivision. I believe there's 5 lots involved, about rights of way and access and that type of thing. Hopefully the person that was concerned received some information and can take some action to protect his rights. Your kind of sheriff's report. Let me see what Mr. Zinser.
just said he's gonna get back to us with more information, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Some detailed information. I don't know if you were here last week or reviewed that, but the bill we got didn't really relate to the coverage we got,
Right, it was for the full amount of
or more.
regular coverage.
Right.
Which was, we all thought was a little excessive, strange, illegal. Pick your adjective, adverb, whatever it is. All right, so we'll be waiting on word on that. The animal control officer. Nothing unusual. There's 2 dogs, 2 cats, 4 dogs, 2 cats. And we have of course, the, nothing dramatic. We do have the ongoing situation at 20L. Not 20L? Harvey? Is that 20L?
12,
12L.
12, 20, I don't know.
20 Elm Street is,
The yellow house?
20 is the one that the
That's
guy
the one up-
moved out of, sold.
Okay, different one. The farm that had the complaints
I'm
on
not
the
sure what
animals.
that
That's
is.
70
You're
or
talking-
80 something.
Okay, that's in the works between our animal control and the state court system.
You're talking about the snow farm.
Yes. Yep.
Well, that has, I think, something like 28 summonses on it right now. Heading to the court, I think.
The comprehensive plan. Nothing on planning board or appeals board comprehensive committee. From notes here on the committee meeting. Harvey's getting a lot of work done. There's 3 or 4 sections that have a draft all ready to go for approval. And then working on another 3 or 4 sections. So, the comprehensive plan committee is doing a wonderful job. And there's, some members of the town that are stepping up and spending some time and giving some time to help us. And we appreciate it. Budget committee member, Aaron Bogan, is going to be a member of the budget committee. Harvey's been scouring the town for residents who would like to participate in various committees.
He's doing pretty good.
Yeah, we have appeals board, budget committee, planning board. Kind of difficult to get those boards up to full speed, but Harvey's been doing a great job of it.
Well, hard talking people into doing these things.
You convince them, Harvey.
Well,
You
they're
wear
good.
them down.
No,
You're a good recruiter.
They're good people. That's why. It's easy to recruit people who have a valued system here, a valued town for them. Are you going back to number 6?
Hmm?
Are you going back to number 6?
Number 6,
Yeah.
Secaucus Road update.
Yeah.
Well, there was no,
It was an update.
There's a big update.
It's a big update.
where,
Secaucus Road.
not in my agenda.
Well, number 6 says Secaucus Road, none. So I would like to
Update.
update. The solar farm is underway, and they have completed a number of acres in clearing and so on and so forth. So those of you in Porter or wherever might hear a little bit of noise from them. I guess I'll just mention that at this point.
That's, yeah.
There are other things that I want to talk about on Secaucus Road, but I don't think we're ready yet to do that.
Can I just ask how many acres is that gonna cover? That's the question that we generally
It's
get.
about 35
Total.
acres, isn't it?
No, I think it's closer to 30.
30.
20 of, roughly 20 town property and 10 private.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
That was their
Contiguous.
initial findings. Honestly, if anything, it's gotten smaller than that because they left a buffer between the river lots and some other things that
Yeah.
weren't initially noted. They were just gonna go the fold of the property, but after hearing concerns, they didn't want to ruffle feathers. They just narrowed it down.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Super.
I'm,
Something makes me think it might be closer to like 27 now, but
Okay.
I would like to see if we have to post that as no trespassing while it's being worked on, because once the four-wheelers come out in the spring, I'm gonna really get
that's a
into
good
that.
question, Harvey, but I don't know if we're responsible for that now. We're leasing the property, right?
Probably they should do it.
We're leasing the property. I'm pretty sure that would be up to them.
Right.
Well, I mentioned it to Rich, I guess, but I think in order to establish some sort of jurisdiction there, as to who's on it and how what they're doing is important.
Right. I believe, but that's something we should clarify with Rich, but I believe that's their responsibility. That's why they put up fences eventually.
Eventually, yeah,
Yeah.
but until then, I know what's gonna happen because they run up and down that road with four-wheelers
Yeah,
and now they've taken their trails away from them,
Right.
at least in that area.
I think it's been widely noted that there's a solar project going on, like it was kind of just happened, and it, people that
right.
didn't know, but now something's happening, it's
Yeah.
all of a sudden,
Yeah.
but, so it's a little shock to some people, but
It's almost 3 years in the making.
that's what I said, it's been 3 years, so.
I hope they don't run into problems getting panels. There was
I
some-
don't think he didn't sound like they were gonna have any issue getting panels. The stuff was already spoke for as in set aside, but they're making no payments on panels until CMP
approves the last.
approves it. But they had to start by April 1st, or else they had to go back for the planning
Board, yeah.
Right. So they're starting and going forward without buying the panels.
I saw something in the news about panels not being acceptable because they weren't made from recyclable. I don't know.
I don't.
Anyways, just as long as we've got our panels stashed somewhere.
The checks are coming in, so if they don't put panels there, I guess it doesn't really matter. They pay.
I was driving down Secocas Road this morning to go down and see what they were doing, because yesterday the chipper was down. And there was a tractor trailer coming out of Secocas Road. And I had to stop and back up into Thelma's driveway in order to let this guy go by, which kind of like says that we've got to widen that thing a little bit somewhere along the line, right at the head of the road. And I talked with Maya this morning about the curvature of the plows coming out. There's a pole in the middle.
Right, we talked about that when we decided to put the salt shed down there,
Yeah.
if they were gonna make the corner.
So if they're gonna be down there putting in poles, maybe this would be a good time to try and force them to move that pole so that we can turn that corner. At least,
Not force, Harvey.
What?
Encourage.
Encourage. Well, CMP, I'm not sure.
Well, I don't know. It might be the Soltage is going to have to put poles in up to the project.
Yeah.
It would
just
make
don't know
sense
where.
coming out. They just
Yeah.
Well, they're only replacing what is needed. They had a engineer of that sort doing a pole survey of, because some poles don't need to be replaced, but some do, because there's gonna be more heavier lines on
Well,
it.
and
Some
depending
poles are
on-
older than,
the situation. I mean, the town could probably spring for a pole if they did the work or something. Who
Right.
knows? Obviously, no people from Soltage are listening to this because we have 6.
10.
10.
My
So
goal
they
was
might
met
be.
double figures.
They might be listening.
Yeah. We should have a goal of triple figures. That would be.
It's a good goal.
100
Very
people.
lofty.
yeah.
And listen, we thank you, 10 people. I'm assuming one of them is my wife, so I don't know if that counts or not, but
You just can't get enough of you, Ed.
yeah. All right, so moving along, Southern Maine Planning General Assembly, they like some people, 2 Parsonsfield people, 1 Select Board, 1 regular resident. I don't know when they need this by. We certainly can discuss it and come up with some names, or I don't know when. Shortlist handouts, representatives. Please feel free to reach out and find out when it is. I don't know, but anyways. All right, so we'll send a couple of members to their board. We really have a resource in them for things like they're helping us with the comprehensive plan, but I understand they do an excellent job in grant writing and knowing what grants are available. So certainly the town should take advantage of anything like that. We do not have any grant writers on staff, so to speak. So we can use Southern Maine if it's appropriate and see if we can come up with some additional funding for whatever we need additional funding for. Marijuana resource, we've discussed that with David and Danielle and plan to have a meeting with our CEO and hopefully maybe clarify that a little bit. We have some information on the gas station, Effingham gas station going in on Route 25, whether it would affect the town of Parsonsfield with the water in the Ossipee River. We sent a letter to their planning board just asking that we stay involved and they could keep us appraised of what's going on, just from the sake of knowing what's going on. Bridge inspection. Well, we'll go to bridge inspection. Our towns get inspected, our bridges get inspected once a year, every other year.
Seems like it's every year.
Yeah.
And we'll just go over and make sure we're with the road commissioner and make sure there's nothing glaring. My goodness. So the inspection date was 9/28/21. Good. Year and a half?
That's only half a year.
Oh, this is only 22.
Yeah, it's only
Damn,
22.
well, I was gonna be concerned about their promptness, but I guess half a year is okay. So we're gonna look into that with our road commissioner and make sure we're complying with everything we should be complying with. And that's about it, folks. I note here the town will be closed April 18th, Patriots Day. We did have a couple workshop. Boy, see what happens? You're away for a week, folks. You just lose all the words. We had a couple of workshop items today. Gerard Dressen concerning the Colony subdivision. We mentioned that. And a workshop with Bruce Thibodeau, as the chair of the rescue committee, to request to use some of our ARPA funds, our rescue plan funds, for rescue. We asked them to get back to us on a couple things. Number one, whether we can use the ARPA funds for this type of situation, and the timing on the spending. Some things we may want to participate in may not be available until next year, and would that affect how the money is spent or when it's spent? So, Jesse, fresh off your stint as chair of the Selectboard last week.
I was a little short on words, Ed, I guess.
You have anything you want to?
No. Guess not.
Harvey, you got anything dramatic? Semi-dramatic.
Not dramatic, but,
We'll take semi.
yeah, okay. I'm gonna pick up the speed sign, so those of you who like to speed,
Oh, the good
maybe
old
this-
speed sign.
maybe this will help remind you about how fast you should be going.
How could I forget the speed sign?
Well, how could we?
I don't know, because you did all the work on it, Harvey. I mean,
Well,
it's easy for me to forget.
I didn't build it, but I certainly can haul it around. I wanted to know if you guys were interested in still pursuing a salt shed quote on Secocas Road.
I think after looking at their, yeah, I'm not saying I'm against it, but after looking at their fencing plan, I'm not certain that where we were thinking it's gonna go is gonna work.
I think it'll go in front of it, to the roadside. It's gonna leave us a lot of space in between the shed and the fence.
Right.
Because after looking at this here, everybody can see this online, I'm sure. But the fencing comes almost straight down the road.
Right.
So if they keep this is the outer, that should be right in this area. So I think we'll be.
Right, but where's the gate gonna be? They got the
gate's
gate
gonna
over
be right
here.
across here.
Right, and so I don't know if they'd be able to get from there into the entrance of that concrete block that we had thought we could get to.
Well, they're gonna dump from inside. They're gonna go from here inside. They're not gonna, nothing from outside. It's gonna go in here, dump it, and then they'll push it in, or whatever's excess.
Oh,
So the idea is hitting as high as we can. So
right. Okay.
It's about a 24 by 24
Yeah.
square area there.
That's still using the concrete pad
That's
that's
using a
there?
concrete pad.
Good.
But we will have to put higher walls. I think Maya was saying as long as we can get it high enough.
Yeah.
Because he's still concerned about the height of the shed that we already have.
Right.
Salt, the sand and salt. I don't know if I guess I can get quotes on it. And the big thing would be the cement work. And then Maya's still on the fact that we can get some sort of a canopy that goes over it.
Mm-hmm.
Supposedly stronger stuff, but I'm not sure what that would be and how much it would cost.
I know there's a guy that has one for a truck garage. You must have had it for 20 years now up at the
Yeah.
end of Porterfield Road, but I don't know much about him other than that.
Yeah. Well, my feeling is still if we have a permanent structure once,
Right.
as best we could anyways. Well, I don't know. It's something that's in the works, but I don't see it possibly happening this year because of the budget.
Right.
But I think it's something worth looking at.
Jess, did you get I know you were gonna try and get us a price on doing the outside of the,
Oh yeah, no, I haven't. Right.
just a
Yeah.
comfortable number.
Uh-huh. Yeah, you're right.
All right, folks, well, that's it for today. We had no visitors today, and means that,
11 here.
huh?
He had 11.
11.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully the visitors we normally get were all listening and are satisfied with our meeting. And thank you very much. We'll see you next week.